In our practice exercise 14.2 stutter, we're going to write a method called stutter. It's going to be a public void stutter, and it's going to take a stack of integers. So we'll do a stack. It's going to be of type integer. We'll just call it s, and that's the parameter. It's going to replace every value in the stack with 2 occurrences of that value. We're allowed to use a single queue as an auxiliary storage. So let's type that out first. We're going to have a queue of type integer. We'll call it queue, and we'll set it equal to a new linked list. And then inside of here, it's going to be a type integer. So all we need to do is add everything from our stack into our queue and double it. So we'll have while our s is not empty, so we'll have a not in front, and then we'll have is empty. This is a method from our stack class. While it's not empty, what we're going to want to do is just queue.add, and we're going to do our s.pop. But we want to do this twice, so I'm actually going to store this in a value, the pop in a value, call it temp, and I'll set it equal to s.pop. So this is going to get the current value. As a matter of fact, though, you could also do peak. So if you wanted, you could do queue.add. So we're adding into our queue and s.peak. So we're going to peak the top value, and then we're going to do queue.add s.pop. And this one will actually pop that top value out. That's pretty much it. Just 2 lines of code in there, and now we have it. Let's pass it back into our stack. So we'll do while our queue is not empty, so same gist, is empty, the methods work the same way. Inside of here, while it is not empty, what we're going to want to do is do s.push, and then we'll do queue.remove. Now, there's a problem with this. We're not going to be finished here yet. And let's actually move this onto this line for simplicity. And the reason why we're not finished with it yet is because when we push everything to our queue from here, remember, when we pop or peak from our stack, we're going to take this value. So our queue is actually going to be 9, 14, 1, 7, 3. It's going to be backwards. And when we push it into our stack, it's going to be backwards as well. Let me demonstrate that for you. If we press submit, it's going to go through, it's going to run all the tests, it's going to run them backwards. Notice how we have 3s here when they should be up here, 7s when they should be up there, 1s, and so on and so forth. So how do we fix this? Well, easiest way to do it is now that our stack is backwards, let's push everything back to our queue. So while our s is not empty, so empty here, we're going to do queue.add, and then we're going to do s.pop. And what this is doing is it's putting all these values in the front, then these values in the front, then these values in the front, and so on and so forth. And now that they're in the front, we can remove them and push them back to our stack. All that's doing is copying this and pasting it down here. That's literally it. So let's submit this again with that newfound information. It's going to run our test and pass 5 of them. So that's how we'd go over 14.2, which is stutter. Pretty clean, pretty simple, and there's more in the playlist link below the like button.